What is going on, ladies and gents? Michael or Legacy Killer HD back today with something a little different. Today we're going to be discussing Grand Theft Auto 6, breaking down all the information we know so far, and also going through the possible locations such as maybe Vice City or maybe the entire United States. We're also going to be going over the possible release date and much more information. So guys, let's get started. We're going to begin starting with the location and setting for the next Grand Theft Auto title. Obviously this is in the HD universe. If you guys are not familiar, a lot of the other Grand Theft Auto titles are in a different type of universe, such as Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 are in their separate universe. Everything I guess that happened before then is separate canon. It's not a part of what I guess Grand Theft Auto titles are now, and I'm guessing that most people believe that the next Grand Theft Auto title will be in the HD universe, so everything that happened in Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 will carry over to Grand Theft Auto 6. Just wanted to clear that up before we get into the locations, just because I know a lot of people have asked this in the past, why won't we have a CJ in Grand Theft Auto title, or why won't we have a Tommy Vercetti? That's probably your answer right there. They're just trying to make sure they don't combine the universes, and they have teases, but that's just about it at most. The more than obvious pick for Grand Theft Auto 6 location would probably be Vice City, and Leslie Benzies, the former president of Rockstar North, has commented on Vice City and possibly returning. Obviously he's no longer a part of Rockstar. We're going to get into him a little bit later, but this is what he actually said about Vice City. It is always a possibility. There are a few references to the city in our current gen GTAs, so it is part of the HD universe, and it's certainly somewhere where we would love to revisit. However, Vice City, perhaps more than any other GTA game, was as much about the era as the setting. Miami in the 1980s is so iconic, it would feel strange to revisit the city in a different time period. He also goes on to say about possibly having all the locations combined, making pretty much a huge United States map. Of course, at some point we would love to have one big world containing all of our cities and let the player fly between them and revisit their favorite areas. In that context, reimagining Vice City would be very interesting. And this was actually said in December of 2012, obviously like I said before, from Leslie Benzies, months before Grand Theft Auto 5 was actually released. Now in modern day Grand Theft Auto games, there's way too many references to Vice City. I'm only going to mention a few, such as if you steal a car from a pedestrian in GTA 5, they'll say they're moving to Vice City, and there's all kinds of billboards referencing to Vice City, even some radio stations talking about Vice City, and then obviously you have the beach towels that say I heart Vice City, so multiple references in GTA 4 and GTA 5. And it does stick out to a lot of people just because they think this has to be the next title for Grand Theft Auto. It has to be in Vice City. Personally, I don't think it needs to be, but I definitely think it probably will be a part of GTA 6. But the big question is, will it only be Vice City? And as he actually said in that statement, he does point out to a big world. Possibly could we be getting a bunch more locations, possibly going back to Los Santos and maybe even Liberty City, and then you throw in the other part of San Andreas that was missed, and pretty much you make this giant world where you can pretty much fly in between. It would be a lot of fun, but it would also be something that I feel like it would take a lot longer in time to develop. And it would also allow us maybe to get some of the other characters from the past GTA games. Maybe we see little Jacob again in Liberty City, maybe Franklin returns. I don't think we'll be seeing Michael or Trevor just because of the outcome of what happens in GTA 5, but it would definitely allow us to return to some of these characters and get some more interactions, and I think that would be a lot of fun. Now, to the possibility that maybe we get a Grand Theft Auto game that's international, not in the United States, it really does seem like Grand Theft Auto is going to be sticking to the United States, just based on some of the comments that we've heard over the years from some of the Grand Theft Auto writers. One being from Dan Houser, who actually is from London, and he pretty much denied, saying that there really is no chance of going to London, even though they've already made a game way in the past. He pretty much says it just wouldn't feel like a Grand Theft Auto game, and he says that they'd love to pretty much go to London, but it would have to be something different, not a Grand Theft Auto game. And then also, they've also talked about Tokyo. Years ago, they actually explored Tokyo, landscaping, looking around, seeing if that would make a Grand Theft Auto game where it would fit. And they pretty much said, what we've heard at least, is that the streets just didn't go with it, and it really wouldn't fit for, I guess, what they wanted to do with it. But personally, I would want to see something in Europe, maybe an Italian or Spanish type of Grand Theft Auto game. I think those would be really two cool different places, or even a Mexico border or Texas, maybe a reimagined version. That would be pretty cool. I really think original idea, something that we haven't seen before, would be the best bet, or would be the best thing that we could get. But personally, my instincts are just saying that Vice City has to be the next Grand Theft Auto title, just because we haven't had it in the HD version. And I think a lot of people really do want to go back to Vice City, and I'm sure that Rockstar Games would love to bring that. And even if we do get Vice City, as I've said before, I really do think there's a strong possibility we will get some tie-ins with some of the other locations in the Grand Theft Auto universe. Make sure you guys dive into the comments. Let me know where you guys think the next Grand Theft Auto 6 location will be. Do you think it's going to be Vice City again? Or do you think it's going to be something completely different? A new city, a new international city? Or are we going to see maybe all the GTA locations that we've had before and have them into one giant world and pretty much a new reimagined form? Now let's move to the next part of this video where we're going to discuss the release date for the next Grand Theft Auto title. Now this goes back to an investor call that was recent actually, and they discussed pretty much when we would get any Rockstar games. They pretty much confirmed that we would not see anything until at least April of 2017, and that's assumed to be Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead 3. Pretty much that confirms that it's going to be a while till we get another Rockstar game, and there is going to be some blanks in between there because there probably is going to be another project in there. So we're going to get Red Dead, maybe a Bully 2, or maybe an LA Noire 2, or maybe we get something original. That'd be pretty cool. But either way, I think it's going to be I think it will come out definitely past that time. I'm pretty sure, and a lot of people have been speculating, that we probably will be seeing GTA 6 around 2019, maybe late. And the more likely is probably somewhere around 2020. This is going to be a game that's going to be with the new technology, probably a new engine, to be honest. I think it's going to be a really big game. They did mention there was some limitations in GTA 5, which is obviously why we didn't get all of San Andreas. And this time around, I think they're going to be making a very big game, a lot more, hopefully, weapons, a lot more cars. Pretty much GTA Online will be the stronghold, and it will probably be the center for us. I really hope for a single player that was the center, because I really do love GTA single player campaigns, but I really feel like GTA Online, that is their moneymaker, and there's no chance in hell that they'll give that up, and I guarantee that this game is going to be built around that, making sure that this time around it's a lot more smoother than how GTA 5 went. The biggest information revolving around the release date is that GTA 6 was confirmed to be in its early development as of March of 2016, but that was accompanied by some very sad and brutal news. A $150 million lawsuit by Leslie Benzies. Obviously, I talked about him earlier, the former Rockstar North president. And there's been a giant mess with that. I'm going to link an article in the description so you guys can get a little information on that. There's just way too much details about that happened. It's just a crazy story, and a lot of people have assumed this has halted the development of a lot of the Rockstar projects just because of what has happened. As of this date, we haven't heard of any Rockstar games even being developed or any announcements, so it is kind of scary because the longer we wait is the longer we're going to get Grand Theft Auto 6, because I feel like Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably in the back. It's probably the biggest elephant in the room, kind of like what Bethesda has said about the Elder Scrolls 6. I guarantee that they really want this game to come out as soon as they can, but obviously they want to make it the best game that they can make, because as Rockstar Games have pretty much made clear, all of their projects are really all about quality and making a very good product to deliver to the consumer. Make sure you guys let me know in the comments, when do you think we will be getting Grand Theft Auto 6? I've already stated my opinions. I don't think we're going to be getting it until at least 2019. That's pretty much going off that this Leslie Benzies thing has not pretty much impacted any of the development, but he was a striving force within Rockstar, and having him no longer a part is really going to hurt the project. And I'm sure that Dan and Sam Huser will figure their way through this and probably make a great title, so I guess we'll just have to wait to hear some news about that. But anyway, guys, seeing that we're not going to be getting Grand Theft Auto 6 for years, it really is going to be interesting what we're going to get. I really hope that we get more missions in the single player, being able to play as a police officer, a firefighter, an ambulance, and maybe even some of the other newer jobs they could make, maybe a waitressing or some other crazy type of stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we can be a pimp. I don't know, I just thought I'd throw that in there. The possibilities are just endless. So many ideas, so many innovative things that they could do. Make sure you guys dive into the comments. Let me know what you guys expect and want to see in Grand Theft Auto 6. I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy the video or found it any bit informative, and make sure to subscribe if you really did enjoy. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. I do like getting interactive with you guys on other types of social media. But anyway, guys, see you later.